Yeah, we'll put the cat drag down. Welcome back, it's another day, and let's see if we can get the WRX running today. So, jobs to do today, just to finish it off. We'll get our engine covers back on. Nice, pretty little red one sitting right here. Turned out not too bad. Definitely not a professional job, but hey look, just trying to throw a little bit of colour into the engine bay. I think it's done an alright job. The other thing we're going to do is get some holes in the radiator. So got a couple of funnels. We'll try our best to do that, get the engine birched, bury in and get it started. So time to crack on with that. So I think what I'll need to do first, got some coolant here, red stuff. Red ones go faster, don't they? Yeah, for sure. So we've got some red stuff, make the car go faster. It's a proven fact. They did a study back in 2015 of 1,000 Subaru WRXs, and they tested them on all the different colours of the coolant, and they found that red ones give at least a 20% performance improvement. So looking forward to that. Basically though, this is the concentrate stuff, so we do need to mix it up, and it's 1 part coolant, 2 parts water. So I'm going to need to find something to mix that up in. Can't just pour this directly into the engine. Doesn't quite work like that. So we'll be able to get that taken care of once I find something to mix it all up in. And yeah, then we'll pour it in here, and we will then get it burped, get the oxygen out of the engine, and we'll go through that once we're up to that stage. Right now, I need to find something to mix this up in. I will quickly do that. Look at this whole thing. Oh my god. I don't know how well you can see this. Oh, she has been sitting in the box a while. Where's the best before date on this one? I don't know how long this has been sitting in the box. Also, I used some the last time I probably put this in the car was when I had my old Austin Maxi, and I sold that. When did I sell that? I sold that at least 6 years ago. This is much older than that. It's kind of funny, I bought a big new one and I had some in the box in the back of the garage. Anyway, you don't want to use this anyway, because like I said, red ones, 20% performance improvement over this stuff. So throw this out pretty much, because I've got the better stuff over there. Can't find a bucket with any measurements on the side of it. I thought this one did, the big bucket doesn't. There's one more bucket, I'm trying to find it. Hey, here we go. Bit of a Scody dirty bucket, but at least in this one, I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, we've got some markings in here, so at least we can roughly make sure that we're getting the right mix of our coolant. Won't need to guesstimate too much. I'll just give this a quick wipe down. It's a bit grubby. Don't really want too many additional additives in our coolant system. I don't think it really needs it. I haven't heard that any dirt adds any performance enhancing conditions to your cooling system. So I'm just going to give this a clean and then we'll get mixing. There we go, a somewhat dry bucket. So I think what we want to do now is just get this out of the way so I don't kick it over. Prime to doing silly things like that. So I think now what we're going to do is mix this up, pour it in here, see how we go. Now I can't really remember how much I'm supposed to put in the car like this. I've got, how much is 5 litre concentrate here, I think. So we can make up to 15 litres. Will it be enough? I hope so. Yeah, we'll see. I think what I'll start off doing is I might make up, I might have to do some maths. Might make up we'll make up 6 litres to start off with. 6? Yeah, we'll make up 6 in the bucket. 2 litres of this, 4 litres of water, and we'll take it from there. Hopefully that's enough. In saying that, this has numbers on the side of it. I assume these numbers are litres. It might not be, it might, it's just a cheap bucket. These could be just me. Oh no, here we go, 9.6 litres on the side, and I can see it here, the top one's 9, although it's almost 9 at the top. So I think these markings are roughly a litre each, which is a good thing to know. For a second there, I was kind of looking at it and I thought, these numbers could be completely made up. I could just be pissing in the wind here, trying to guess how much I've actually mixed up or not. I need about 2 litres of this. Yep. Oh, easy. That's that. I'll just go grab the watering can and we'll splash a bit of water in there. So what do we need now? We need 4 litres. So sweet. Oh. Now, in hindsight, I don't know if this was the smartest idea because I've now got a 6 litre bucket of coolant here and a very small funnel. Starting to regret some of my life choices, you know. But that's alright. I didn't want to make a mess. I suppose I should have thought about this a bit more. Right, here's a rag. An old trusty kitchen tea towel. Just don't tell the wife. I think I should have probably thought about this a little bit more. Yeah, I don't want to wait. I want to get this up and running. Ooh, this is trouble. Hear it gurgling away. Filling up. So we're pretty close to the top now. Always easiest to throw the water first into the radiator. When we burp this and get the water out, the oxygen, the oxygen out of the system, we're going to use the expansion tank over here. It's the highest point of the coolant system. We want to use the highest point because that's where, if there's any oxygen in the system, that's where it's going to get trapped at the top. We're just going to tap this off. We'll finish up filling there, but it's a bit more slower because we've got small pipes and stuff over there. So we'll top it up there now that we've got the radiator filled. And then we're definitely going to, there's a dribble left there, we're definitely going to make up some more because once we get this warmed up and running and cycling through, what we'll see is the engine should draw back a chunk, a large portion, I don't really know how much, out of the radiator, back into the engine and falling in the system. And we need to top it up some more. And then keep bleeding it till that oxygen's out. I'm sure you get the picture. You know what, I thought I did a pretty good pour and I didn't see any mess. Smart way to put this here. This is actually there's a lot of red on this. And it's not the faded dye from an old rag. It's, the coolant must have been splashing around an awful lot there at points. It's just some residue hanging around on the outside. But I think we definitely saved a lot just from dribbling everywhere. Oh, just check the reservoir. Yeah, so we're going to have to put a little bit in there later before we run the car. I don't think it matters so much, that's just the reserve tank. I don't think that matters so much for bleeding your car because we've got this cap off here, so it's not even using that, the overflow there. We're just using an expansion tank. So we can fill it out later. Next things next is we will top this up and make sure that we've got the car filled up. Probably just pour the rest of that in. And then we'll get it started, have to get the battery hooked up and see if we can get it running. Because then once we've got it running, she'll cycle through the system a few times, and that'll help fill up the engine. It'll help fill up the engine with some of the fluids we just poured into the radiator, and on the opposite side of that, it'll help get some of the air and oxygen that has no doubt made its way into the engine. It'll help get some of that out so that yeah, we don't have any engine heating and cooling issues when we get out there on the road later. Should be good to just tip this in. Should be no issues here. Doesn't quite drain down into the system as quickly as through the radiator. That's why we started off here. Lots of space to fill up here. Not so much here, but it's a little bit slower to drain. I think what we'll do now is get some more of that mixed up, we'll get a battery hooked up, and then we should be good to go to actually get this up and running. Close enough. Alright, well I just had a thought as well. Some of this needs a little tightening up and a battery put in. So we should probably get along and do that. Only makes sense, doesn't it? Or we could just not. We just go Wild West style. We'll button it up. This, I don't know, let me know what you think. Was this a silly decision or not? I mean, look at the workmanship on this. Would you pay for it? Oh, here we go. Easy. Wasn't hard at all. Certainly not a waste of time or effort at all. We're gonna clip it. Click. Here we go. That's 1, 2. Your next thing. So we want to bolt this all up. I think that's these ones. And it's sitting on the ground long enough. Now what have we got? 2 10s and an 8 or 12? No. It's over here. This is the other one I want. Alright, now I just need the spinny thing. Let's see, right, yeah, that one's sort of seated for now. I'll get this one in. A little bit easier. Right on the front here. Alright, I need some light down there, I can't see what I'm doing. Doubt this will help much, except for just blinding me, but yeah, I can see it right there. Boom, just like that. Fantastic. Now we just need to drop the battery in. So is this going a specific way? Probably going to help. I'll put this on first. Like a glove. Ugh, there we go. Where's the bracket? Never been the best, these battery terminals. I hear a lot of cars are pretty bad with their terminal covers and tie downs and all that. You know, for better or for worse, they haven't really changed or mucked around too much with their batteries and positions. They kind of just sit in the same old spot, same shitty angles, and that's the job. It's not broke. Why fix it? How good. Ooh, look at that red. Doesn't it pop? A little bit of colour in there, just spice it up. Still not sold that I'm going to leave it like that. but we'll see. And this is like down here what I was talking about. Not a lot of room, Houston. We'll see how this goes. Again, I just sort of having a bit of fun popping that on. Don't really like how close this is, but we'll run it. That's all we're going to do at the moment. We haven't really got any money to do anything else. We're just going to leave it like that. We'll see how it goes. If it breaks, it breaks. We'll worry about it then. And got the battery in. A little bit of problem with that. It's dead flat since this car sat in the garage for probably only took a week. Kills the battery pretty quick. Forgot to unhook it as soon as I parked it up after that blew. So what we've got over here is we've got handy Tina the Mazda's big old battery, and she is going to help us get a little bit of a kickstart today. For that we might need some jumper cables, which I've got conveniently whipped up a batch here earlier. Hopefully she starts up first time. Otherwise could end up with 2 dead batteries, and that wouldn't be a whole lot of fun, would it now? Let's just get this all hooked up and see if she starts. Have a quick look. I don't think I've forgotten anything. Probably the only thing I might want to do is just flip that back into place, and let's get this hooked up. Let's get lit up. Let's see if we can get this going now. Got it all hooked up. So, let's see, why not? Well, we can't get this show on the road. Can never quite remember how to make the alarms not go off on me. Boy! And the fuel pump got lights. Any lights going on? Yeah, we're priming. That's that. Yeah, the fuel pump going. Let's see if what happens when we give it some gas.
Yeah, so we'll just leave it hooked up for a tiny bit more. We'll get that off in a second. Probably one of the things I could have done, or should have done, I can see some red there on the ground, but I have a feeling that's from just overspill when I was pouring it in. It's kind of right here, which is like right under there from the radiator fan. I don't really see any dripping off the pipe here, so it looks all good. It looks like we don't have any leaks, so pretty happy with that. I think what I'll do next is I'm going to jump in the car, turn the heaters on, make sure that we can get a full flush of all the hot fluids throughout the car, and we'll just keep this running. And we will top that up, and we'll just keep topping it up, and keep burping it away, make sure that we get all the air out of the system. Once we've done that, we'll be able to put the caps back on, and Bob's your uncle.
See, this is the problem. Power's not working so good on this one. All just kind of flowing. Like I said, it's just dribbled all over the floor. Fantastic. Yummy. Trusty and crusty oil filter here. Might have to give this a bit of a clean. I know at least this nozzle is going to go in and give it a good seal. So I'm not just pouring it in and having it go everywhere before it sort of burps through. So give this a quick clean while it's running, and we'll carry on with this one. Not ideal, but the way it rolls. So yeah, we can see right down on the bottom there, it looks like a bit of raspberry juice. You know, made a little bit of a mess here. That's alright. But what we can see here is we're just really just trying to get all these air bubbles out of the system. So we just gotta let it simmer away like this. Every now and then there's a bit of a big burp. We just get the radiator hose nice and hot now. So that all the big bubbles have gone away, but we'll just let it keep running like this a wee bit longer till we're happy that it looks like most of the bubbles have gone away. Pretty much it. I think next thing, got a bit of cleaning up to do. Bit of a mess, especially
Yeah, they are a bit of a mess down there. We'll get tightening all those things up, and then next thing, I think this bad boy needs to go on the road. Oh, how good she runs. Not too bad. Taking it for a bit of a drive now. We're, you know, getting a little low on the petrol. But as you can see right there, temperature hasn't moved a dial. It's just been chilling out the whole time. In terms of the battery, I think the battery's well poked and dead, which is my own fault for leaving it plugged up there when I parked it. Bit of annoying, because I think I paid like 260 bucks for that last year, that battery. So I think that's well poked. Every time I try and turn the AC on, kind of just makes the radio flick on and off, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, not looking like a good sign for the battery. But yeah, I'll drive it home and then we'll see. We'll keep trying to restart it, and if it doesn't start, well then I'll be down to the shop to get a new battery. Yeah, time to head home now, and maybe start looking at a few other things that I might want to do to the car. So see you back there. Struth, what bloody drama. You know, I just told you about that battery situation when I was trying to take off before. You know, so I thought it was a neutral. Obviously I wasn't in neutral, so I stalled it. Do you think it started? Big fat no. So that was a little bit of fun, 15 minutes up and down the road. You know, of course I'm out in the countryside at the moment, so eventually found someone with a cable who was home. And they gave me a polite little jump start, so it's 100% confirmed the battery is ditto, so that sucks. And it was very much fun because my phone was on 1% battery. I was in the middle of the wops and the car had stalled, it was dead. So yeah, on my way home now. It'll be a new battery tomorrow, and I guess in the meantime I will do my best to make sure not to stall. Well, lady, just about cut me off there. Anyway, so that's that. Bloody, I was up in smoke about that, but you know, we're on our way home now. Petrol's almost empty. That'll be the next thing to go wrong. So, if you see me again in the next 5 minutes, it's gonna be out of petrol. Please hope not.